The warmest of welcomes to you. We await the conclusion of the pre-game formalities. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
So it's down to business here. Dortmund are really in need of a lift after going winless in their first 3 games. So what now? Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. He's got the ball glued to his feet. Is it in? Off the post! Danger averted for now. Gustavo. He's away!
If the support had come quicker, that wouldn't have broken down.
Long and high towards the flank. Gustavo, aim forward, and the counter is on. Has a pop! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, when it becomes that speculative, I think it requires something from the very top drawer, and he had to think a little bit more about that. In the end, he's just opted for raw power.
Change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Good run down the left, what can they make of it? That'll be a throw. Chance to shoot! Can he find a finish now? The ball's come loose and the chase is on. Tries to dink it in. That's going to be a goal kick. Gustavo. Vieirinha. Draxler. Dante. Gustavo. Well, that's where he wants it. Schürrle. Vieirinha, deftly done. Vieirinha needed to come up with a better ball.
I timed this run brilliantly, and I think he has every right to be a little annoyed with the passer then, and I think he's letting him know right now about that. Just a little more behind it was needed.
Whose ball? Who's going to get that? Just joined us, you'll be glad to know that you haven't missed a goal. Looks to slip it through. Hit into the middle. He's dealt with that well. Draxler. Gustavo. Shoots! Oh, Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, that was a lovely little dink over the top just to get the runner in on the keeper, and what a pity he just couldn't produce a goal from that.
He's there to get rid. Good idea, just poorly executed. That is going to be the final action of the first half. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0.
That was the first half. Let's hope the boys turn it up for the second.
The action is back underway.
At least there's always a plus side to a scoreless half. Defences are doing what they should, and it's going to take good imagination to break the deadlock here.
Into the channel. That's not going to find its target. Luis Gustavo. Tries a through ball. Loose. Now the pass. That really should have hit the net.
He knows very well he can score from that distance. Not quite this time.
It's gone for a throw-in. Poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Now it's Schürrle. Schürrle passes it through. It's there! And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
Is it just me, or did he make that look very, very easy? That was terrific skill and composure from him. He finished with such aplomb.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worth the treat. Everything they would have spoken about in that dressing room during the break has a greater chance of happening thanks to the early goal. It's the perfect platform now to go on and try to win it.
Trying to get there. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Another piece of really good defending. So they got the only goal to make it 1-0. Fine defending there. And it's Schürrle. Chance! And that would have been some goal.
Well, he knew he needed a better angle to get a shot away, and I suppose at least he showed the best option. It just didn't come off.
There he is, making his presence felt.
Yeah, he's definitely a player who looks like he can make something happen every time he's on the ball. He's just full of belief and energy.
Looks to thread it through. Now here's the through ball. Oh, and that should have been two.
Yeah, he could have made the game safe had he converted that. Such a big disappointment.
Oh, you could tell he really wanted that.
Well, there's no doubt that the whole team revolves around him now. He leads by example, and he's become the main pivot. Cracking player.
Substitution on the field. Number 16.
Ginter
Number 26.
tries a long pass towards the front.
Substitution now.
Another piece of really good defending. Rodriguez. Looks like a good ball through. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Clinging on for the points here, right at the end. So not long left in this now. 3 from 3 coming into today. Soon to be 4 wins from 4. It is a terrific run. Fine defending there. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. Out wide to the right. Papastathopoulos. 2 minutes to be added on. Tries a through ball. So that's it. It is all over. What a game. End to end, it flew by, and in the end, it all came down to just the odd goal.
Well, this game looked to have 0-0 written all over it, but credit to them, they upped their game in the end, and I thought they got what they deserved.
So a warm welcome to you all. We will be underway very shortly, once all the pleasantries are complete. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
That gets things running. They're guilty of lacking inventiveness here. It's all broken down. Ricardo Rodriguez. He's come through and he's had a quick look inside. To shoot! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, he knew he needed a better angle to get a shot away, and I suppose at least he showed the best option. It just didn't come off.
To get rid. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Played out to the right. Wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see.
Well, I think it was a little difficult for him to pick exactly the right option there. There were so many in the box. I don't think we should be totally surprised that he actually went for the shot in the end.
Can he deliver? Now the cross. Can he get the shot away? Good clearance and very necessary. Can he find a finish now? It's in! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Yeah, tempted and teased the keeper into thinking he could get to it, but it just eased away to catch the inside of the post.
Schalke have an early lead. Good start. Looks like a good ball through. Schalke seek a performance here which reflects rather better on the boss. He's taken a fair amount of criticism in the wake of the last game.
I think tactically he didn't make a good job of things for starters, and then compounded matters in trying to correct it. I only hope he's thick-skinned.
Stasic looks to slip it through. Glorious footwork!
Well, we were unlikely to see a goal then because there were so many players crowding out that danger area. I think something very special was going to be needed.
He's had a shot! Just off target.
Well, when it becomes that speculative, I think it requires something from the very top drawer, and he had to think a little bit more about that. In the end, he just opted for raw power.
Luis Gustavo tries the route one option. Tries a through ball. It's a carbon copy of his previous miss.
Well, I wonder if their profligacy will rebound on them somehow. You know, they're very much on the up here, and yet they can't convert a string of very decent opportunities.
And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. A poor kick by the keeper, been intercepted. Tries to get it forward quickly. Draxler. Ricardo Rodriguez. Draxler. Clearly not what he wanted to do. There is the half-time whistle.
Not the most convincing of displays. They could certainly do much better than this. They'll want to keep things simple, build up their confidence and not rush into mistakes.
Here we go again then.
I'm sure the managers talk the talk, and now it's time for these players to walk the walk and deliver a rousing response to a rousing team talk.
It's a loose ball. Has a hit! Well, he would surely have scored there more times than not. And it's Belanda. Looking to get within range. Exit towards the front. Chip through. He's found his man. Dante gets it away. Well, they are still trailing. They require a change of fortune, pretty sharpish. That's not going to find its target. Oh, just fizzes past the post.
Oh, it was almost a beautifully played shot. He's so unlucky not to see that go in.
Well intercepted, really alert to the danger.
Yeah, the defence had him exactly where they wanted him there. Didn't even give him the space or the room to turn. And I think if they could keep him facing the other way, then his threat becomes a much lesser issue.
Rodriguez. He goes long. Keeper's ball. Dante, Draxler, now the pass, well read, he sorted that out. Draxler, Luis Gustavo. Where to from here? Out towards the flank. In a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
Well, it's a case now who wants to be the hero, because they need somebody to step up.
Boots it upfield. It's come loose. It's on a plate.
They need a bit more urgency in their play. Time is ticking away.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Forward it goes. Passes it through. Oh, good interception. And he's shown him a clean pair of heels. Oh. And that's that. Well, that does not help. Interpret the performance as you will, but the key truth is that they lost.
Do you know, after the goal, I thought they had time on their side to get back into this match, but that stubborn...